Bear with me, trying not to get interrupted here. Well, we'll see what happens. I don't know if I disconnected here. Okay, we got privacy now. Okay, we should be good. So Tom here, FlipAnything USA. Hey, I want to talk a little bit about real estate seminars. And man, there are so many guys that have no business teaching people about real estate. And I see them preying on the hopes of people. And it's really sucky. I was looking at some, I think it was called The Frugal Vagabond, and they were talking on there about people that have been ripped off and misled, and you know, and I'll give you some examples. They were talking about Than Merrill, and I can't say I know much about him, but I don't like what I've heard. What was described to me was, oh, come to our free seminar, or you know, and then that leads to a $200 seminar or a phase of the seminar. You can come back tomorrow for $200, and then after that they concentrate all their efforts on trying to get people to pony up another $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. This is what I've been told by more than one person, and also seeing what I've seen. And I'm telling you, you know, if your goal is to help people make money in real estate, and that's what my goal is, you're certainly not going to try to con them out of $20,000, $30,000 when you know, I know, because I'm the real deal, I know that money is much better spent by just invest it wisely. That's your seed. That's the money that you need to go parlay into much, much more. And so I just find it very frustrating and a little disheartening, to be quite honest, that people are so fortunate already that, you know, they got their wealth or whatever, especially if they got a position on TV. They're certainly making enough, but it doesn't necessarily mean they have that much money just because they're on TV. I've seen plenty of people advertise about how to make money in real estate that haven't made a fraction of the money that I've made in real estate. And so, like I say, you know, buyer beware. But, you know, it's one thing you get somebody like, like the Flip Man. He's a mentor, and he'll kind of, you know, guide you and help walk you through some things. Now, I consider that a service. But I'm talking about people that build you up and basically say, you know, I mean, from what I understand, what I've seen described is they try to make people feel like failures unless they're willing to pony up and borrow 10, 20 grand or whatever, mortgage their home, you know, to get some money together. And man, that just does not fly well. And I would just caution anybody that is trying to make money in real estate. If people are asking for thousands of dollars to show you how to make money in real estate, I mean, certainly demand that you see, at a minimum, look for proof. Have them show you how much money they've made. You know, I mean, at a minimum, do that. But to be quite honest, I mean, it's really not that hard. It's pretty simple, right? Yeah, I'm with you, Sean. I don't want to say that's exclusively true. You know, I don't know. I mean, I've seen some guys talk that seem pretty good, seem fairly credible. I mean, Grant Cardone, I don't even know if he does seminars, to be honest. I think maybe he does, but he seems like, I can tell by listening to him, he's definitely the real deal. He's done some stuff. Now, I don't know what he asks for money for seminars. I have no idea. So I can't say anything one way or another about, you know, about that part of what Grant Cardone does. But I've heard enough about Than Merrill's seminars that I don't like what I hear. I don't like it at all. And yeah, I agree. Like I said, I know. See, that's the thing. When you know what you're doing in real estate, you can very quickly discern whether somebody else is full of crap or whether they're the real deal. And like I said, I know Grant's the real deal. He's definitely, you know, he's definitely he's definitely made some money in real estate, it would seem, and he definitely, the experience shows through. You can just tell. But there's plenty of people that talk a good story, or they seem to talk a good story, but not to somebody that knows, not to somebody that's really done it. So anyways, I just wanted to spit that out, because if there's anybody, about to take that leap, man, I would just say, don't do it. Don't do it. Keep that cash together. You can, the information is all over YouTube for free. Yeah, really, there's a term I use all the time, and that's called, that goes, test sincerity with the wallet, right? Now, usually that means, hey, if you really mean it, if you really want to buy it, let's see some cash, right? But if somebody's trying to get something from you, get cash from you, get whatever they want to get from you, or they're paying you, or they want you to pay them for, for their experience and their expertise, I want to know, like a fitness instructor. You go to a fitness instructor, if he's got a pot belly and flabby arms, I don't think so. Forget it. That ain't gonna happen. But it can't be somebody that's just in a suit. Hell, I don't hardly have a suit, okay? And I'm rich, okay? We're talking about, show us what you've done. Show me that lot you bought and made 50 grand, or 500 grand, or 2 million. Show us the money, proof. Because if you're gonna ask for tens of thousands of dollars, there better be something to it. And I don't think, from what I've seen, I haven't seen much substance to the guys that are really, it's like an invitation. It's false too, right? Hey, come on down to the free seminar. Well, it's not free. It's a sales pitch to entice you to go into deeper. It's really, they're just trying to bring in a qualified crowd of leads where they can come in and take more from you. So I would just tell you, don't do it. Don't do it. Just, you know what? Costs you nothing to watch me, right? And you can ask me all the questions you want. And if you don't like what you hear, you can move on. And guess what? It didn't cost you a penny, right? That's smart, right? That's smart. And so then that's how you want to be with your real estate deals, right? You try to risk, right? You try to keep your risk to a minimum and try to maximize the money that you can make. And so just apply that same concept to getting information. You want to get as much as you can and pay as little for it as you have to. And like I said, when people pressure you, something smells, right? Something smells. Usually if you feel a little bit of unease, that's because you smell something. Something doesn't smell right. That's what it is. And listen, if somebody really has money, why the heck would they pressure you? Why would I pressure you to send me money, right? Why would I pressure you to send me money for information when I'm sitting here telling you that I'm going to educate you somewhat for free anyways? And like I say, I don't do any mentoring, right? That's because I am selfish with my time. I would have to charge if I was going to do that, but I don't want to give up my time. And it wouldn't even make sense. I don't think anybody could afford me if I was going to charge the same kind of money that I make by just actually doing what I say I do, which is buying and selling real estate. So there's just no way. And like I say, I get people ask me to do private mentoring, and I say, look, I just can't do it. And I tell you, honestly, I wouldn't tell you anything differently than I tell you when I'm talking to you on video. I'm telling you, this is how you do it. This is what I do. Here's a day in my life. I'll take any question you got. It's all about really just getting the best information. That's what you really want to do. And look, I don't mind buying books. I buy books, and I fall asleep. I gotta breeze through it very, very quickly. And then I find, and sometimes I just jump to a paragraph that's of interest to me, or a chapter. And I might find one paragraph in one chapter out of an entire book I paid $20 for, that little chapter turns me on. That little chapter gives me some motivation. Or what's even better is this is even sometimes more important than somebody actually telling you exactly how to do things, because everything's different anyways. But it's getting those fundamentals down. And part of those fundamentals are, and I tell you all the time, be relentless. Keep trying. Learn about your neighborhood. It's boring, right? Call on a house you're not going to buy. Call on a house that's sold. There's no money in that, right? No, but you're building this knowledge base. You're building your knowledge base. You're going to know what a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home is worth in this neighborhood. You're going to know what a duplex is worth. You're going to know what a commercial building rents for per foot in this, in this neighborhood. And that's power, right? That's power, because it's just math. If you go, okay, I can pay $1 million for this building, or $100,000. I can pay $100,000 for this building, and after expenses, I'm going to have $10,000 a month, and then with that $10,000, I got to pay a mortgage. So then you can do the math and figure out what you can afford it. But the bottom line is, if you could pay cash for it, and this is the simple way, if you can pay cash for it, then take a look at what your return is as if you paid cash for it, and then you can kind of figure out, is this a 10% cap, a 7% cap, which, I like a 15% cap. That's usually what I shoot for. It's become tougher and tougher because the banks don't pay crap anymore on interest. So more and more people are looking for real estate as an investment. So they're happier with a smaller return. I'm still not, but I have accepted some properties. Like if I can get a 7-8% return, I'll accept that. And most people, that's a home run. To me, it's not. But I'll take an 8% return if there's a little bit of a vacancy factor, or maybe I think that it's not rented high enough. Then I know that I can make up for it. I can bump the rents up. I can do a little better job of management and keep it fuller, and then maybe I'll bring it up to a 10 or a 12. So anyways, that's really what I got to go. But I wanted to get that out, because I just hate the thought of somebody that's just about to write a check and get ripped off. So, when it comes to these seminars, listen, a couple $100 I'm sure you can live with. But if you spend a couple $100 to walk in to a sales pitch, oh, thanks, I appreciate that. Like I say, but if you pay a couple $100 to go into some bullshit, sales pitch, be pissed off. Demand your money back, because that's not what you signed up for. You were invited to come down and learn something for $200 or whatever you paid, or $20 or whatever. Just walk and let people know about your experience. Maybe you'll have a great experience and you can share that. And then somebody will, somebody that deserves credit. Somebody that deserves a bad rap deserves a bad rap. And that's what you should do, because it's horrible to think about somebody, I know how desperate people can be to make money. And sometimes they think, what, I'm going to, they don't have any money, and they'll borrow $1,000 to go buy some bullshit thing that ain't going to help them anyways. So, and that's terrible. That's terrible. And so, like I said, just go to the guys that are got a record, can prove it, and you can see through the bullshit. When I'm look at me. I'm talking to you. I'm not slick. My hair's usually standing on end. You see, I'm working, and of course I'm not charging anything, so I got nothing to take from you. And so, and I've shown you deals that I've done, and that's what I want to do. But listen, you're getting a lot, right, for free. Certainly you should get as much as I'm giving you, or much more from somebody else that's going to charge, right? If somebody's going to charge for the information that I'm giving to you for free, then they better give you certainly as much as I'm giving you, So anyways, that's it. I'm going to go, but trying to find Target. I got to load up on underwear and socks. So that's what I'm looking for right now. I'm not a big shopper. I like to buy socks and underwear. I like to buy years worth at a time. So I can throw away everything else that I bought last 2 years ago. So anyways, hey, thanks, Marcus. Appreciate you watching, guys. I know you guys are probably at work or school or whatever you're doing. I appreciate you taking a few minutes to watch. And anyhow, I got to go find a store, and please comment. We'll do a poolside chat, and we'll get into this. We'll get into this seminar stuff. And thanks, Guy. Yeah, but so we'll get into this seminar stuff too. You know, if you guys want to talk about it, if you got something you want to talk about, you know, we'll bring it up. We'll get into it a little bit. Like I said, I'm not like a, you know, I'm not like a news hound. I'm not out to go out and look at people to disparage. But in general, you know what I mean. You can see what you see. But always, you know, when we're sitting by the pool, we're just hanging out talking. This is what we want to do. We want to educate each other. Look out for the wolves, and you know, find the opportunities, and that's what we'll do. So, hey, Flip Anything USA, please share, subscribe. The more the merrier, right? So, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye. All right, man. Thanks, Sean.